Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to start today's video. You guys probably saw the title, so you know what we're gonna talk about. But in case if you don't follow me on the social media and you are new around here, I have a big announcement. I am pregnant. Yeah, I am pregnant. I am deep in my second trimester. And I'm super excited to share the stuff that I went through and some of the things that I have been doing. And today we're gonna focus more on towards the skincare during pregnancy. Now I'm gonna talk about the skincare that you guys should be avoiding if you are pregnant, if someone in your family is, or if you are trying to get pregnant. So these things I hope will really help you. So before further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into the video and let's talk about all the skincare that you guys should be avoiding, or at least I avoided in this pregnancy. So I have my notes here, so I'm probably gonna look down. So I'm gonna just start with saying, like, when you are pregnant, your skin gets very sensitive. And we can blame all the hormones, all the changes that your body is going through. Your skin definitely become more sensitive. I remember for mine, it was like getting more acne, and it was so sensitive. It was getting red. Definitely your skin suffers more during the pregnancy. So a lot of changes happen in your skin. So we're gonna talk about those. So first of all, I'm gonna say the hyperpigmentation, acne, melasma, dark spots. These are very common issue that you will hear from people saying that it happened during pregnancy, and it's totally okay. It's totally fine. So first ingredient that I'm gonna talk about, which you guys should really just stop using it if you are, or if you're planning to conceive, then just don't even think about it, are retinol. You guys have probably heard of the retinols a lot in the anti-aging creams, serums, and a lot of lotions. And retinol is a very active ingredient, and retinol is something that you guys shouldn't be using. I remember when I conceived, or I found out about my pregnancy, the first ingredient that I let go was retinol, and retinol is a very strong ingredient. Another ingredient that I'm going to talk about is AHAs and BHAs. Now AHAs and BHAs are the active ingredients. If you guys have not heard about these, so these are the chemical exfoliator. Chemical exfoliator is something that I was using it, and that was my another ingredient I had to let go. I cannot use active ingredients. And another thing that I want to point out here, since I mentioned earlier that your skin's going to be very sensitive, so I think a chemical exfoliator is probably not a good idea, because your skin is already sensitive, and if you're putting chemical exfoliator on top of it, your skin might react. So I would just totally avoid the AHAs and BHAs. Another big ingredient that I am sure you all know about it or heard about it is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid is again a very strong ingredient, and that's one of the reasons that you don't want to use during pregnancy. And one thing I'm gonna tell you, but again, not everybody's going to be same. During your pregnancy, you guys will notice that because of the sensitivity of the skin, you might experience a little bit of acne. I remember mine in my first trimester, I was getting a little bit of breakout, and I really wanted to use salicylic acid. I cannot tell you guys how much I wanted to use it, but I couldn't, just because it's a very strong ingredient. Having said that, if you have used these ingredients and you're pregnant, it's okay. It's not going to be a big deal, but I would never suggest that to continuously using it. With your physician, and only use if they recommend these to you. Another ingredient that I'm going to talk here is the willow bark, aspirin. Whenever you use your night cream, daytime cream, any product that goes on your skin, I would just read the ingredient list very carefully, and just look at all the ingredients. And if you see any active ingredient, I would just totally avoid it. Like willow bark, aspirin, they're one of them, and the other ingredient that I mentioned before. These are the few ingredients. There's not that much research done, but again, these can cause a birth defect. And you know what, when you are building a human inside you, I remember, like, I really don't want to take any risk. Why would I do that? I'm kind of like a precaution mama, so I just skipped all these things. I started reading my ingredients so much in detail and got to know so many things about this ingredient, which is amazing. Now I'm going to talk about some treatments to avoid. I know pregnancy is a beautiful experience. It's just so magical, but there are some limitations when it comes to the treatments. You can't just go to salon or spa and get all the treatment that you used to get because they can be dangerous for your baby. Talking about treatments, of course, the Botox, fillers, these are definitely a big no-no. You can't get these things done. And another interesting treatment, which I didn't know about it, which I was not even planning to get, but it was interesting to know, is ear piercing. And you'll be surprised that ear piercing is not recommended treatment during your pregnancy. And I think it's because when you get infection, I think it's so hard to treat, or you don't want to get infection in the first place. So it is just so safe to say that just avoid ear piercing. Facials. Now I'm going to talk about some facials. Facials are amazing. Like, they are the best thing in the world. Like, you want to get your facial done, you know, you want to look flawless, you want to get a clean skin, but you have to be a little bit careful what type of facial you're going for. I would highly suggest to talk to your esthetician and just tell them beforehand that you are pregnant, and I will take care of you. I mean, you definitely wanted to avoid any electric and high frequency treatments. You definitely can go for facials and they're perfectly safe. Talk about the controversial treatments, and the big controversy is the hair color. I know that's the first thing people will tell you. Do not color your hair. Oh my God, why are you coloring your hair? Honestly, just avoid it in the first trimester. You're perfectly fine to get your hair color, as long as you inform your colorist beforehand about your pregnancy. And another treatment that you'd be surprised, or if you guys know already, that's good for you, is massage. You can get a massage in the first trimester, and I understand in general is a very delicate time. You're building a human and you don't want to take any risk, and that is the reason why massage is not recommended in the first trimester. Another controversial treatment is a manicure and pedicure. And I mean, it's okay. As long as you go to a salon where the ventilation is good, you're perfectly fine. If you see the salon is too tight for you and you're not inhaling those toxic ingredients, of course, just walk out from that salon. You don't want to get any treatment. But gel nail paints, they're perfectly fine. I remember I even checked with my physician and she approved it. So it's perfectly fine. That I found out of the treatment is overheating your body. So you definitely wanted to avoid any hot bath, sauna. I mean, you can take the warm bath, which is perfectly fine. I mean, we all are guilty of taking the hot shower, right? But you don't want to overheat your body. So if you're planning to go in the sauna, I would just like take a step back, just avoid it at all the cost. But if you wanted to take a hot shower, just limit your time. Just don't do it for longer time, and you'll be perfectly fine. Alrighty, so these are the treatments and skincare that I would suggest you to avoid, or at least I avoided during my pregnancy. I would highly recommend you guys all, if you are planning to conceive, do your research, talk to your doctor before apply any skincare. You have to be very careful, because through skincare, the ingredient dust goes to your baby. I hope you like this video. Hope you enjoy this content. If you do, please don't forget to like, subscribe to my channel, share this video if you know anybody in the family that is planning to conceive or is pregnant already. I would love to hear your thoughts. If what are the ingredients, or what are the treatment that you guys avoided, or something that I didn't mention. So yeah, just let me know, and I will see you in my next video.